So she posted this the night before last. It was right after I went live on the Britney Spears court hearing. Melanie Veronica came on. What I really think happened was Dustin Daly, who's a huge YouTuber, made a video about the BAM stuff and, mentions Lima. He mentions a couple other people. So I do want to say one disclaimer. We can express our opinions, we can conduct our investigations, and we can even make allegations without making threats against people. Now, I know that it was nobody from this channel that went over there and made any kind of threats against Lima. And I also know that we've seen people lie about threats before. I also know Lima's a liar. So maybe she's lying about these threats, but just in case she's not, I don't condone that. I don't endorse it. I don't encourage it. And I actively say, don't do that, because there's enough truth here that we can use to get to the bottom of the situation without threatening people. There's really no need to threaten. So just getting that out of the way.
What about Bam's family? Did they start posting before Dustin's video came out or after?
I do believe before.
So do you think there's something else going on other than the Dustin video might have made an effect, but there might be something else going on that they're posting all of a sudden?
Something definitely got Jess and April riled up, and I don't think it was Dustin's video. Now, Dustin had put out like some trailers and stuff, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible. We also know that Bam has escaped or run away from rehab twice now, and I put escaped in air quotes because Bam's conservatorship was over on June 10th. He ran away on June 13th. So I feel like he wasn't really escaping. He was just leaving, as a free person can do. So maybe that had something to do with Jess and April getting all up in arms because, oh shit, cat's out the bag. He's not actually in a conservatorship. This like little maniac on YouTube is messing up our maniacal plan. That could have been what it was. Does she need a conservatorship? Like she can't even keep her nails done because she's the one who said if you don't change your clothes enough and you don't bathe enough, you need a conservatorship. So those nails look pretty nasty and dirty to me, Lima. The top of her shirt says, it's a beautiful day to something, something, but you will end up seeing, because she's going to have a titties out picture where it says, beautiful day to leave me alone. Okay. Like we could send her something like, why did you lie about Amanda Rabb's cause of death and the drugs in her system? That's not a threat, right? But it's very misleading. Look, you see how it says Instagram deleted for SEXUALIZING children? That happened a very long time ago. That was like last year or the year before that her Instagram got deleted, but she's a very misleading person. She bundled that picture up in this to make some people, to trick some people into thinking that somehow the free BAM movement got her Instagram deleted. That is not what happened. So I just want to set the record straight. Okay, here's the titties out picture. It's a beautiful day to leave me alone. So she came all the way from a 4-month hiatus on Instagram to come back and let all of us know to leave her alone. Did they get to wear a little shirt and put it on their titties across the internet and say, leave me alone, Lima? No, hell no. You still took over their lives. So why do we have to leave you alone? You don't leave people alone.
And if she had left Amanda alone, Amanda might actually be alive today.
That's just speculation, but I can tell you one thing. Before Lima took over Amanda's life, she was alive. Lima took over Amanda's life. Now she's dead. That is true. I don't know how she died, but her cause of death was certainly not seizures, which is what Amanda went on Soft White Underbelly and lied and said. How do I know it's a lie? Because I have the autopsy report. If she's supposed to be someone's guardian, what is she doing across the country in Los Angeles? Don't you think the guardian should be in the same state where the ward is? That's because there's no guardianship. We're going to go through like the likes and everything. Johnny Shillareff has a financial interest for BAM's image to remain a certain way. Jess Margera, to my knowledge, lives in BAM's house, lives in BAM's castle. So that's another person with a financial incentive to keep BAM in the situation he's in. I'm just calling it like I see it. I am aware that online rumors have been circulating and overshadowing my work and mission to change the way we treat mental health. Why do these people keep admitting this stuff?
And what is her work? She had a ward die in her care.
Mm,
The other person, Bam, is calling her the worst guardian ever. So the people that are under her control are not doing well. So
That's a great point. What exactly does she have to show for her work? Bam has tried to escape twice. Her sister, I'll get to that in a minute. One of her twin sisters, who Lima uses as marketing tools, has also attempted to escape in December 2021. We got one person dead. Amanda Rabb died in Lima's care under court ordered treatment. So, what exactly is your work, Lima? Your work is making money off of this experimental gadget that hasn't really been clinically tested by anyone. Where's the results? Where's the results of the studies that you ran? I didn't see them. I've never emailed this woman once, first of all. I've never harassed her either. What was her other thing she said? I do not report her social media accounts. I have never threatened her or anyone, her family, her clients, never threatened anyone. So I know she ain't talking about me. So I'm gonna just not let this apply to me. Who's she talking about?
and she hasn't posted on her social media account and since February. So if you look at that, then how are people taking her accounts down? She hasn't posted anything in 4 months.
It's a misleading lie because she said reporting my social media accounts, and then she posts this right here to make people think the free BAM nonsense conspiracy party is what got it. This shit is from a very long time ago. This is from at least last year. I have the video saved. I can show y'all. And I don't even know if that was true at the time. I've never seen when my Instagram got taken down, they did not give me a reason. When my friends' Instagrams have been taken down for doing Free Britney, they didn't get no reason. So what is this SEXUALIZING children all about? I can't say that word on the YouTube. You know how they don't know how to act. If people have been starting rumors about you, would you wait till the coming weeks to address it? Or would you just come out on Instagram and say, look, listen, this isn't true. Here's receipts. This isn't true. Here's receipts. Then she puts a little star. But please keep in mind, I am not obligated to discuss private family matters with the public. Well, y'all know she's talking about them twin sisters that are literally missing in action. Lima has twin sisters. Now, I haven't talked about them much on my channel, but she has two sisters who are twins, seemingly like a year or two, maybe a couple years younger than her. They used to have this like skit, this horror skit YouTube channel. In 2018, they basically fell off the face of the earth. Then when Lima showed up on Soft White Underbelly, she was talking about those sisters and how she's learned everything she knows from the mental health system because of putting them in and out of more than 60 treatment centers. So maybe that's what's going on with the family stuff. Like Dustin Daly did talk about the sisters, and I'm sure he plans to talk about them more. The cause of death, it was marked as a seizure disorder. Bullshit. Seizures, epilepsy, that's not even a contributing factor. This potential murder investigation, at least negligent homicide, she doesn't like to give her attention to online drama. In order to respond to the inquiries and accusations I'm receiving, I would have to disclose information from medical records, and it is not my place to speak about the people and the cases I help with. It's not. Oh, what in the God's green earth hell were you doing on Mark Laita's channel in front of 2 million people making 10, 15, 16 videos, however many, talking about Amanda Rabb, her diagnosis, how you plucked her from the street, how you conspired with Mark Laita and Amanda's alleged molester father, who Amanda herself alleged he is that. Why did you talk about it before then, Lima? And we got a little video we're going to watch.
She probably talked about it to make the GoFundMe's raise more money. That's her goal.
Yeah. I noticed that Lima's always pulling it always back to insurance. Like, we need insurance to pay for more care. We need insurance to pay for longer stays. But she's never talking about lobbying to regulate the mental health care industry. She's never talking about putting forced government restrictions on how much a rehab center can charge. She's never talking about that. And Dustin said, why do you think that is? Because she can't profit off of that. I said that part. I don't know if Dustin said that. What was the next thing? So she's too good all of a sudden to discuss private personal matters and the clients she works with, but she did it in front of 2 million people on Mark Laita's channel, not only about Amanda, but also about her two sisters. She told us all their problems. She diagnosed them. She told us they used to have been schizophrenic. That was a wrong diagnosis. Now they have dissociative identity disorder and they have all these issues.
And the GoFundMe, another thing I remember is the GoFundMe going on even after Amanda passed away. And when they did her funeral, they said they couldn't raise enough money to give her a proper funeral.
And then they dumped her ashes right on the shoreline.
Yep.
One last thing about this. She says to disclose information from medical records, she doesn't want to do that. But she sure did come on Mark Laita's channel, Soft White Underbelly, in December 2021, holding papers in her hand that purported to be an autopsy report. She claimed she was going to read straight from the autopsy report. It clearly was not the autopsy report because I have it right here. It's about 15, or so pages.
I think she does whatever suits her needs.
It's like she don't keep track of her story. And that's what happens when you lie. You have to keep track of the lies you told. Okay. I also don't want to engage too much into online drama and distract from the cause I represent. What I'm doing ain't drama, honey. What I'm doing is a full-scale criminal investigation. Why did you lie about Amanda's cause of death while she was in your care? Why did you lie about the drugs in her system? And then she says, distract from the cause I represent, high quality mental health accessibility for all. I thought your cause you represent was data-driven healing. Even that story she can't keep straight. Her cause is different depending on what day it is and who she's talking to. My goal with social media, she says, has always been education. You do not need a medical or legal degree to be able to leverage your community tools to file for guardianship, conservatorship, or court-ordered treatment to help your loved one. The reason I use social media is to educate you on how to lock your family member up. Y'all see that's what she's saying? You, non-lawyer, you, non-doctor, how to lock up your family member against their will. And then ask insurance to cover more of their incarceration.
And ask the public to also raise money to help them out.
They want the public's money and they want the public's support. Then she goes on to say, because I have so much experience and knowledge within this space, I feel an obligation to share my knowledge with others. That's exactly what I'm doing.
What is her knowledge, is my question.
Locking her siblings up. She has knowledge and experience in using the legal system and the police state to lock people up against their will. Anyway, I feel an obligation to share my knowledge with others struggling to help their family members. Help their family members by doing what? I own and operate a tech startup, Meet Aura. Why did she put that in here? Amanda Rabb was put in an Aura facility and used Aura technology.
Yeah, no, it's, again, a lot of the centers that she partners with, it seems like, use her technology, so makes sense. It's kind of a lie, because if you really look at it, they're testing on people that have no choice this new technology, which, again, if they can get enough studies done and publish it out, will be worth a lot of money. So she actually is financially,
that's what I was going to ask you. Like, Prem is an entrepreneur. He runs businesses. I'm not as business minded, but I've learned a lot from Prem. A lot of what I talk to y'all about is because Prem has talked to me about it. Knowing the advertising potential, the marketing potential, and all that, is it a safe thing to assume that she is financially benefiting, or at least Aura is financially benefiting from these high profile cases?
I think it is. If you look at her post where she even, used Bam and his wife, or alleged wife, as supporters of her technology, Again, Amanda was using her technology, which I don't think has been proven to have helped people, and could have been something that could have led to cause of death for Amanda. So if you really look at it from a business perspective, the way it looks to me is they're putting all these people in conservatorships, putting them in these centers where the Aura technology is available, where they can test it. They can have basically guinea pigs that don't have a choice. And now, if that for some people it works, they'll put out studies, say, hey, it works, and then try to put it all across the country. It's kind of like the way Amazon worked. Even if she's not making money today, it's like it doesn't matter about making money today. They just need test subjects. And test subjects is what they're making these conservators into, what it seems to me like.
But what about all the donations you got? And on the Meet Aura website, it says Amanda Media. Here's Amanda, people we've helped. And they still, right now, still have Amanda, dead Amanda, up on the website, not mentioning that she's dead to my memory, and saying, look, this is how we were able to help her. We plucked her off the street. We blah, blah, blah. Here's the way we did it. Step 1, conservatorship or jail. Then look at these weird ass hashtags. She said mental health, hashtag suicide prevention, hashtag startup life, hashtag me, hashtag love. How do you think she decides what hashtag? It's like an AI. She's like a human robot AI generator or something.
Even this post is using for her startup, Meet Aura, hashtag startup life.
Even this post is a marketing thing. In Amanda's case, she was very public about her condition. That's not true. I have watched every single one of those videos more than once. Amanda never said she had schizophrenia. It was you and Mark Leta who kept saying that on camera. Run the tapes and correct me if I'm wrong. It is already known to the public how she died. It was cardiac arrhythmia, not seizure disorder. So you could talk about that. But I predict that Lima's going to come out and not talk about that. I will address the rumors in more detail in the coming weeks. Okay, so I said, hopefully your explanation includes why you lied about the drugs in Amanda's system and cause of death. You can buy engagement on your posts. So to me, Lima isn't like really a personality on the internet. Like, she's really very connected to this Aura thing as like the lady who does Aura things or whatever. But like, I find it hard to believe she just has this cult following that 6,000 people are liking her stuff as soon as she posts it. But we have some receipts here, and I'm going to show y'all how I went through it. We're going to do a little investigation here. So here's 2 screenshots I grabbed from Lima's comment section. One of them is from Raj Babu. You will be successful. Let them see! Exclamation point. And right under it, Nadal says, you will be successful. Let them see. Exactly the same spelling. It's a copy paste. There's no difference in commas. There's no difference in uppercase, lowercase. But that's not all. But wait, there's more. Another one, Gandu boy. You will be successful. Let them see. Then you have Naushad Ahmed. Best support. Like, this clearly looks like a spam comment, right? Like this Naushad Ahmed. So I sent these screenshots to Prem. Like, this might be like purchased engagement, like not real, like not true engagement. And then Prem was like, yeah, this looks fake to me. So what were the things that you looked at and all that? I'll just let you take it from here.
So first, we'll just start with the post. Last year when the Britney stuff was going on, BJ was getting attacked, and it just didn't seem right because all the people we met in real life, all the people that we saw, everyone was so appreciative, and she was making such a big difference. So I went back into looking how bot accounts, spam accounts, bot accounts work. So I did a lot of research into it. And basically, I think everyone knows you can buy likes and stuff like that. The social media platforms try to monitor it, but as we can see with Elon Musk and the Twitter saga, they even lie about it.
Could you give a quick summary for those who don't know what's going on with Elon Musk and the Twitter saga?
So Elon Musk was going to buy Twitter. He had put in an offer, and basically in their SEC filings, Twitter says that they have less than 5% bot accounts. But Elon Musk basically came out and said there is a lot more than that. There's no way it could be only 5%. I want data. They didn't give him we don't know exactly what happened, but he's trying to blow up the deal based on that. So we'll see what happens with that. Got a lot of, not a lot. I can't say how many, but there is a big chunk of accounts that buy likes and users so they can get promotions, so they can promote, because that's what advertisers look at, how many followers you have. So in order to seem more credible, people will go out there, buy subscribers, likes, just to show more engagement on their page. But you can usually look at the comments and the likes and kind of understand, hey, is this being bought or is it real? And it's just like clicking through the comments, and you can get it pretty quickly.
So let's do a little.
So first of all, as we know, Lima isn't a celebrity. She hasn't done anything big that anyone knows about, but she has 118,000 subscribers. Doesn't seem right, but could be. Who knows? So after she posted this status or comment, right after that, there was all these likes that her post got immediately. So yeah, no, again, there's softwares out there, there's websites out there that you can get and figure out if it's fake or real. Even that is a little messy, but we can just review some of the comments. We can just look at some of the comments that people left and the engagement to see if it looks real or not, and then go from there. So let's just look at this Natal 58649. If we click on this user, they have 0 posts, 0 followers. They're following one person.
That was one of the ones who said, "You will be successful. Let them see."
So this person really, with no posts, with nothing going on, with following one person, knew as soon as Lima posted and knew that they had to come and comment and support for her. It might be one of her friends.
Are they following Lima's account?
No, they are not.
So good point, Prim.
And then the other thing that really stood out to me was there was a lot of Indian named accounts. And I know in India, there is a lot of centers that are available to do things like this, the commenting, buying likes, comments, and everything else like that. So it really stood out to me. So I just started not even clicking through every single one. I just looked at the Indian accounts to see, was there something fishy there? So let's go to Rohan 1239428. Wow, people are awful.
Is he following Lima from Aura?
Nope.
Search on the top, Lima. No. So another person, putting all these account details aside, who does not follow Lima, who in the first day that she posted this post has come on and said, "Wow, people are awful."
So here's another one. 0 posts, 320 followers, 2,700 following. This one is clearly spam.
Yeah, that one's obvious, right?
Right. So it doesn't even have anything to do this. Here's another one. You should report that to the police.
She had commented on this one, or one that says this. There was one that said, "You should report that to the police." And she actually commented on it, replied to it, and said, "I will."
Let's just go to that's bullying. Again, if you look at this account, 2 followers, following 1,000, and they have a few pictures. Let's click on this one. Again, 4 posts.
That one's name is Prim. Is that you?
Might be me. But 4 posts, 118 followers, 715 following.
And also, it doesn't really look like that account has much to do with like rights or anything. Kind of weird, right? Like that guy's just posting few random picture.
How about this one? You can get them through this. Again, 61 following, 1,100.
Is he following Lima? Because that's really the smoking gun for me. This post has been up for 1 day. And somehow all these people who do not follow Lima's account are commenting in support of her. Why wouldn't you be following her account? And how did that post come to your attention if you're not following her account? How would it come across your feed? No account that we've tested so far even follows Lima. Because what did she hashtag? She hashtagged startup life, hashtag me. So maybe that is how they're finding the post. I work in social media. I also noticed that on her last post. I never really paid attention to her account in detail until that last post. We'll go and take a gander at that one and at Meet Ara.
And let's go back to her account. And let's just see.
Another option is sock accounts too, right?
Yep. Let's see her followers. There's accounts like this, if you click through the profiles, where they'll post bunch of pictures, 15 following, 5 followers, following 4,000 people. You can just click on random ones and see. How about this one? Again, same thing. They'll have a bunch of pictures, 4 followers, following 943 people. But usually you can look and like, what do these people have anything to do with her? Again, if you look at it, a lot of the accounts on her page will have this, where they have 10, 15 posts of like pictures of someone, couple followers, and then a lot of following a lot of people. So it kind of looks real.
So you could even go deeper into it and see how far apart their posts were and stuff like that. But it's just something to kind of look at.
Look, 15 posts, 14 followers. 15 seems to be the number. I'm just clicking on random ones. Again, 15 followers, 13 posts, 5.
So
Here, this person has 0 followers, 15 posts, 940 following.
15 does seem to be the number, right? It's like 14 to 16.
15 posts, 7 followers, 3,400. Again, another one, 15 posts, 12 followers, following 5,000. 15 posts, 7 followers, following 3,300. 15 posts, 22 followers, following 3,400. I guess you could do this all day.
Yeah, you could do it all day.
But it just shows you even the bot accounts or the bot accounts or whatever they are, they're even copying the same format. They've realized, hey, we need to put up a few pictures so people think that it's real.
And they all have a similar amount of pictures, right? Like
15.
just enough to kind of fill up the screen.
Look, here's another one, 15. 15 seems to fill up the screen so people don't have to scroll. 15 again. And I'm just clicking on random ones now that seem like they might be. 15, same thing. Looks real. So if you go through this, I bet you there's just a lot. 15.
Yesy Jam
15.
one says she purchased followers 100%.
15.
Because are we looking at we're just looking at followers right now?
Yeah, 15. I'm just trying to see. I'm just now clicking on every single one. 15. 15 posts again.
And keep an open mind when you see a bunch of thousands of likes on things immediately. Some of those people don't even follow the person. A lot of those people don't even follow the person. And then the people that do follow them aren't that engaged. It's just worth asking. And I'm going to run it through some app and all that. And we'll see what actually happened. If it was, we'll see if these apps can tell us for sure one way or the other. But like I said, I like to use the common sense approach first. Think about how the people that I personally know are using Instagram and what they use it for. And then look at like some of the remarkable consistencies across other accounts.
So now I'm just clicking on every single one of her posts. I'm literally now clicking on every single person that follows her. It's 15, 14, or 13, 15, 15, 15.
It is weird that everyone has exactly 15 posts.
15,
that is weird. 15. Wow.
15. We could do this all day probably.
Why do they all have exactly 15 posts?
I'm just guessing. I don't know enough about this, but I think 15 gives you enough where the person looks at it, they say, oh yeah, this person has a bunch of pictures. They must be real. Because you have to scroll up, right? If you're here, you have to scroll up. It gives you one more row before scrolling. So it makes it seem bigger. 15, 15. And again, maybe some of these people are real and everyone that follows Lima, or majority of the people that follow Lima, have something with the number 15 and they only make 15 posts. That could always be possible.
I don't know. It definitely warrants further investigation, which we will do. But we just wanted to come on here, react to Lima's post that maybe is addressing me. People can buy engagement. That is true. And when it looks like there's a bunch of public support for something, it may very well be the case that there really isn't that much support for it. So, again, like I said, I don't buy followers. I never have bought followers, but it's not something I'm interested in doing because I know that if you do get caught doing that, it violates the community rules, terms and service, whatever of Instagram. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Someone asked if buying likes and followers and engagement is illegal. To my knowledge, it's not illegal, but it is misleading. And I don't know, y'all can make your own decision on that. It's also possible it's illegal in some jurisdictions, and I just don't know about it.
It's against, I think a lot of the social media websites will make it against their own policies that they can't have. And that's how they'll suspend your account if you bought likes and engagement and stuff like that. So a lot of companies themselves have rules against it.
My shitty review says, I think that makes your business look shammy.
Here's 15. I've been just clicking through. I think we could stop probably, right?
Yeah, we can probably be done with that. A couple other things going on, and we're going to be airing a brand new BJ Investigates tonight. It's part 2 of the Amanda Bynes series that we're doing. So we did part 1 last week, and that was about the lead up to her conservatorship. And today's episode, it's coming out, I think, at 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern, will be about her conservatorship and how it was a setup and all of that as well. So make sure you're tuned in to BJ Investigates, my other channel with my friend Jake, tonight for that. Otherwise, I'm just going to be looking into Lima and doing laundry all day.
Do you have the trailer for that?
No.
No.